when I saw the inevitable downfall of a young man for whom I have developed an awful lot of respect, Floyd Green. When Minister Green, as he was, made his presentation in the last budget presentation, my goodness, and you know I listen to these things in full, I had never heard such a promising outline of policies by any Minister of Agriculture in years in the Parliament. I'd never heard such out-of-the-box thinking, such action, such engagement with people on the ground on a sector that is meant to diversify a country that is heavily reliant on tourism as our second largest foreign exchange earner to remittance. Floyd Green had the energy, the ability to think, the recognition that engaging people in conversations on agriculture, that engagement is crucial, especially because of his youth and revolutionary thoughts around agriculture. When I saw that video, it was very clear to me that Mr. Green had to go. The only thing I was looking at was to see the manner of his leaving, because that would demonstrate the internal makeup of the individual. Mr. Green has not disappointed. The clamors never had to be loud, and it appears to me that he knew the moment he saw himself in that video, he needed to walk away, because you couldn't continue being a part of an administration, being part of the policy fulcrum of the government, a member of the cabinet, setting the policies and blatantly disregarding the policies. And Floyd Green's resignation, it should be a lesson to all of us. It's not every party people call you to go, we must go. Some people looking for legitimacy. Yes, bear that in mind. Some of your friends who are supposed to know where you're supposed to stand on something should protect you. And this is a general comment now, because I don't know the people in the video, except this counselor who is supposed to be a representative of the people. And I heard he was on Sarah board. What are his credentials such that he was even on that board? But your friends, especially when you step up in a life, your friends supposed to protect you. Some things they're not even supposed to invite you to, because they must know the shreds. Yeah? Know your friends. If your circle is expanding, you need to check yourself. You can't really make new friends after a certain age and a certain stage in life. You have your core people who you bring with you from a long time. And those core people really don't change despite distance. So that the government of which he is a part wouldn't continue to suffer in the eyes of the people for being hypocrites. But the Prime Minister has got to watch himself. Because a principle should remain, as far as is possible, undiluted. And good people, as Floyd Green is, can make it easy for a principle to be diluted. So good is Floyd Green that the Prime Minister thought it important to tell the people, upon accepting his resignation, that he could make use of his expertise in some other areas very soon? No. You don't say that. You may think it, but you don't say it, Prime Minister. There are larger principles at play, and your people are looking at you, listening for your signals, and you dare not, especially now, send the wrong signal. You've got one right by accepting the resignation, which was probably difficult, but not so difficult because the breach was so egregious. But you cannot come and tell me in the same sentence. You cannot forecast nor foreshadow your intention. You don't do that. So just be careful that you don't ruin this moment, not only for Mr. Green, but for the rest of us and the trust that we're supposed to repose in government. Everything in time.